Speaking of coming to Cleveland, is LeBron James going to be coming back to Cleveland? Now, it won't be this coming summer. It would be the following summer. So you're talking about 2014. And Dwayne Wade isn't getting any younger. And LeBron has gone and won his championship. And here's what I wonder from you. And I want you to call and give me your take on this. 866-786-8551. And really, Jason Lloyd had an article in the paper the other day about this, and we're going to talk to Jason here coming up in a few minutes. But really, Jason has talked about this for a long time. Back during the Olympics on Channel 3, I did a story on LeBron James and whether we thought he would come back to Cleveland. I mean, Jason's been out in front of this for a while. And I happen to think that LeBron James will again play with the Cavaliers. I do think that he will want to come home. And you can argue Cleveland, Akron, which one is his home? He hates Cleveland, loves Akron, whatever. I mean, but the bottom line is this. I will tell you right now that if LeBron did come back to Cleveland, even if you don't agree with it now, the seats would be filled. People would be lining up to get tickets, and you would embrace LeBron again. I know that you're upset about what he did, but in my mind, okay, and I mentioned this earlier on the show, and there he is. When he left, he obviously was a villain, top 2 with Art Modell in Cleveland history, no question about it. I mean, what he did, we don't need to rehash what he did. And that first year that he was gone, I had a great time rooting against him. And I think all Cavaliers fans, I mean, people were going to bars to watch LeBron and hope to watch him lose. And he did. They didn't win it in his first year. And then last year, same thing. People, watching. I mean, Twitter would be lit up every time LeBron played in the playoff. It was fun. I enjoyed rooting against LeBron. And it was almost as if, since there hasn't been a winning team in Cleveland, that all of those other teams playing LeBron became our team. And you actually had a chance to be a winner. Yeah, I said that. Because no other team's given us a chance to be a winner. The Browns, the Indians, the Cavaliers. Okay? 07 was a great year. A lot of fun. All 3 teams, I mean, they gave it to. But what if we had sense? I mean, it was almost as if we had to root against LeBron. But here's the thing. Now that he's won his title, I'm kind of over it. I just feel that you move on. You don't necessarily forget, but can you forgive? Do you have it in your hearts to forgive? Because guess what? The Cavaliers are going nowhere right now. They simply are losing. Their record is, and I'm going to circle it right here, 9-31. 9-31. Is this where you expected the Cavs to be right now? They have Kyrie Irving, one of the best players in the NBA. Then they drafted Dion Waiters, whether you like Dion or not. And the thing about Dion is he had a great game the other night, but the guy, his shooting percentage is awful. Dion Waiters has a long way to go. Zeller, I mean, they have some good pieces. G. I'm not saying that the Cavs can't be a winner, but guess what? The way the Cavs are going right now, I don't see them winning a championship unless they got LeBron James. So you have the ability to get a championship, fill the seats again, and make money. So the question is, would Gilbert take LeBron back? I say so. I do. And I think you've already seen both sides come a little bit closer to this possibility. You may hate me for saying this, but it's time to just realize that with what the Cavaliers have right now, they're just not getting it done. Now, I believe, and the Cavaliers, they know they need another lottery pick. But is that lottery pick next year, and usually, and we'll talk to Jason about this, usually you want a foundation of 3 guys. And the question is Tristan Thompson one of those 3? Is Dion Waiters one of those 3? Because if they're not, then you have Kyrie Irving, and you have the guy next year that we don't even know about yet. Okay? But if you have those guys in place, and they're not necessarily your backbone guys, okay? You have Irving and LeBron, and then you have Tristan and Waiters and the guy they're going to get next year. And there's more draft picks, okay? But is that enough without LeBron James? Are the Cavs where you did you think this is where they'd be? And obviously, with Anders and Varejao hurt, and they haven't, and I will say this, they have not had their entire team together all year long. Irving's been hurt. By the way, is that a concern of yours, all the times that he gets hurt? Varejao, 3 years in a row now. That has to be a concern. And even if you want to trade Anders and Varejao, right now, because he's hurt, what would you even get for him? So, I mean, that's a question for down the line. I don't know, Varejao. Gene, is Varejao part of the Cavs' future?
I think they want him to be. I think they can see his energy being a bench player. I think he's still a fan favorite. So, you know, yes, LeBron would fill seats, but I think Andy will also help that out too. So you can, you know, save one of those fan favorite pieces to maybe take away some of the blow of LeBron coming back, maybe. Yeah, I'm just trying to piece it together in my mind.
Gene, are you okay with LeBron coming back? No.
Nope.
Let's go, baby. Come on, right now. Come at me. Why not, man? Don't you want to win? 1964. How old were you then?
Negative.
Exactly. Dude, don't you want to win? I mean, didn't LeBron prove now that he can win? And whether you like it or not,
yeah, but he had to win with other superstars. He had to win with other superstars. He could have had that same thing here in Cleveland if he would have went out and tried to recruit free agents in here. And I know a lot of people that are LeBron supporters want to blame it on Danny Ferry and Gilbert and Gunn and whoever else. But it was LeBron not committing to the team and saying, you know, I'm going to be here for years to come. I'll sign that 7-year deal. We can start attracting free agents to come here. Instead, they formed the plan. The three of them leave to Miami.
Gene, you sound like that guy that's upset over his girlfriend breaking up with him, and you just can't get over it. You know what I mean? Because guess what? You move on, you find somebody else, you end up having a better life anyway, okay? So just forgive.
I can't. The TV special, the whole thing.
Agreed.
The second you mention the name, I think back to all of the negative, from that July 9th forward.
Okay.
You know, that's what I think of.
If I could tell you right now that they would take LeBron James back, and he would come back, and they would raise the trophy and bring the city a championship, if I guaranteed you that, would you take him back?
I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I say no now, and I know I'd be the first one down on, you know, Euclid or wherever for the parade. Right. I know I would be, but I just can't welcome him back. I still have things I want answered. What about the elbow? What about the Boston game? Did you quit? Why did you give up? You know, this mysterious elbow injury. All of a sudden, you know, it was working enough to sign a contract, and you've never heard anything about it again.